Check.
Check. All right, we're working.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
All right, we're good. What's up, everybody? Another episode. Just me and Mike.
Yep. Welcome back to the 2/3 Manhood Podcast.
We fired Jack because he's dead weight.
Yep. He was not pulling his weight whatsoever.
Nope. I think I just flicked some Coronitas on your laptop.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, my laptop? I wonder why we have mine. Oh, that's right. Paul forgot his laptop again. Oh, man. Jack will love this when he sees it.
So what is that? Forgot the laptop twice. 2 episodes not
Forgot
recorded.
the camcorder once. Forgot to click record twice.
So that's only 5 mistakes.
That's 7 strikes I count. I count 7.
You had it too.
Laptop twice. You forgot to click record twice.
4.
You forgot the camcorder twice.
Once.
Oh, okay. All right. So 5.
I think.
So 5. And yeah, as you can see, Paul, it's behind the Kiss lunchbox, but Paul's drinking a Coronitas. I made that for him. And you know, the reason for that is we're celebrating. I got through dry January. So I'm going to reward myself on the pod with just a minor drink.
Mike had 6 of those last night.
Yeah, not this size, though. It was National Margarita Day. I really treated myself.
A day late. He celebrated the day late.
Yeah, I had to go to my mom's for dinner, so I wasn't missing National Margarita Day, so I just took care of it the following day.
Why couldn't you have it at her house?
She probably wouldn't approve the way I drink.
No?
No, probably not.
Dude.
She would.
My mom's the same way.
She would not approve it, but I'd get looks.
Yeah, moms just don't get it.
Plus, my grandpa doesn't drink, so he'd really be pretty pissed.
Yeah? How long? Didn't he used to work at a Budweiser factory or something?
He worked at Anheuser-Busch for 33 years, yeah.
Wow.
He drank a lot during that, and
I'd hope so.
As I feel like a lot of, drinkers get the ultimatum from their wives, like, well, you cut it or I'm out. And
do you when you work there, do you go home with like a growler every day?
Dude, according to him, you're allowed to drink as much as you want on the job the entire time. I'm pretty sure they have lawyers for DUIs to just like get you taken care of, and then you get paid leave when you get a DUI to like it's just built into their PTO. Like, oh, you get your DUI PTO, got it, understood. So,
based on what you're saying, there's like not much reason for them to not get DUIs.
Yeah, there's no.
God, dude.
You drink you do whatever you want. Like, it seemed like the life, honestly.
That was how, like, this country operated mostly up until recently. People would just get fucked up at work all the time.
Yeah, like, until, like, probably the early 2000s. Like, office parties were, like...
No, but I'm saying, like, in, like...
Oh, like, at the job?
Yeah, like, when the founding fathers were around.
Oh, for sure.
People were just getting shit-faced at work all the time. They get shit-faced at church, too.
Yeah, altar wine,
that's
for
pretty
sure.
Sweet.
Dude, you got to do something to make church a little bit better, and drinking is certainly one of them.
What did you say when I said that? You said like altar boy or something?
Oh, I said altar wine.
What's that? Oh,
I just said the wine they drink at church,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
The blood of Christ.
The blood of Christ, yeah.
Damn,
and his body.
Fucked up on the blood of Christ.
Dude, I mean, if that's what he intended, so be it.
Sweet.
Like, he was the one who turned water into wine, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is what it is. Listen. But again, I've talked about on this podcast my hungover times at church. I've also been kind of banged up at church, and it's a great way to get through. The songs sound a little bit better. You want to start clapping.
You've been drunk at church?
Yeah.
What was, take me through that. Walk me through what happened.
Just like Christmas Eve Mass or whatever, like if you go at 7 o'clock, like, I don't know.
The game started at 1.
Well, you're just drinking throughout. You're not going to not drink just because church is later on. You're going to like work a buzz up to church, and then, I don't even know if this is blasphemy when I'm speaking, but like I'm not like falling over at church, but I don't know, working a nice buzz, you're feeling pretty good. Yeah, when the wine and the crackers come around, you're not feeling too bad about it. You're like, perfect, I'm hungry. Body of Christ. I'm a little bit thirsty. This is I'm parched from this body of Christ, blood of Christ.
Yeah,
it's not bad. There's worse places to be drunk for sure.
Where? Your dad's funeral?
I got pretty drunk one time. Yeah, that would be. That would be a good place. It would ease the pain.
Okay, now your dad's funeral.
I got pretty fucked up one time before class at Rutgers, and that was tough to like. You think it would be fun, but I was solo in the class, meaning like I didn't have any friends in it.
Don't think that would be fun.
Yeah, well, like I just was day drinking with Jay, and then I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna walk to class, and I'm sure it'll be funny. Blah blah blah. And first of all, my notes were just ridiculous. They were just they were illegible. They were just so
you tried
dumb.
to take notes.
They were like trailing off the page. But no, it was really like I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. But lectures are quiet, long, boring. It's just the professor talking. So when you're fucked up, I think I had like 10 butt heavies.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's
happening.
not
That's not
happening.
happening.
It's still
It was harder than I thought.
But you should wear it as a nose. There you go. That's pretty goofy.
Doesn't stay.
Yeah. But no,
I'm
so
running
yeah.
one too, so
Being drunk in a lecture was probably worse than church, I'd say.
I would show up like stupid high, like useless high to class all the time.
Yeah, dude. Steve would do, when dabs were a thing, he would do dabs, and we had like a 300-person lecture, and he would show up and like raise his hand, stand up, and like talk to the teacher. I was like
Dabbed
blown
out?
away. Yes, dude.
That's
I was
crazy.
blown away by it. Blown away by it. But the kid he's good at that. That's why he does what he does now.
Lawyer.
Gets in front of the judge and does it. I'm sure though he's 100% sober for that. But
That's a bad place to get fucked up.
yeah, if
Court.
you're in court,
That's
not
close.
ideal. That's probably number one. Or the police station.
Yeah.
Like if you wound up being there.
Do you went to court much?
I was there for a traffic ticket one time. But most
Same.
of the tickets that, you can get, you now realize, like, I don't know, like, is it worth trying to go to the judge and get it reduced, or do you just eat it and just pay the fine? You know what I mean?
You know how they ask, like, are you like, when they like read you your sentence, they're like, are you sober so you can understand what
You
you're
have
about to
sound mind and everything like that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, one time when I was in court, one guy, I think it was a young African American gentleman, who I think he just misunderstood the question because he was just like, nah.
Yeah.
And then she's
you
like, "You're
probably-
not," and he's like, "Oh, yeah, I am. I'm good."
Yeah, no, anytime that you plead guilty, because I was actually at court for a traffic ticket, but it was virtual a couple months ago. Just like a dumb petty thing, but like court was mandated, which is so fucking dumb, but I had to go. When you take the guilty plea and like admit and confess, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, you do have to like answer that, like, and you were attesting to this on your own, will,
Yeah.
and no one's telling you, and you're sober and of sound mind, blah blah blah. So they do say that every time if you're pleading guilty. I know that.
Watched a girl get her sentence for shoplifting.
Nice.
It was
Walmart.
It was humiliating.
Was she crying?
She was about to.
Yeah, court is a weird formality, especially when you think, and I'm not trying to judge or assume, but most of the people that are in court are not always the smartest people. I mean, everyone gets a ticket and you fuck up, but like sometimes you have people that are like, man, these people don't even know what they're doing, and like, the rhetoric and the way that the judge talks is law talk, and it's hard to follow and understand sometimes. So if you don't get like a lawyer or a public defender, like sometimes you see people there and it's like, yeah, like Jesus Christ. Like I zoomed in, I wore a suit jacket and a button down to try to like look good, even though I wasn't, like, I was just going to plead guilty. Some dude was fucking just walking around his house shirtless, like just like scratching his chest and shit, and just like zooming, like yelling at his family, and like the judge is talking to him. The judge is like, "Sir, like you have to unmute and like get
Whoa,
somewhere."
so it was a big group court Zoom?
A lot of times there was like 30 people in there, and then you go in order of like what it is. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. It was a waste of time for me. It was like half the day I'd take off work to sit there and watch this dude scratch his chest, like as he's getting fucking charged with like a fake ID or something. It was ridiculous.
Just imagine like someone getting like a life sentence and be like,
No, that wouldn't be on a multi-person Zoom. I'll tell you that.
all right,
imagine.
well, whatever, is 10 years probation or something, and then just like, Judge, I'm sorry, my internet's terrible. Can you say that again?
Even that stuff though, and I'm not trying to like take away from the joke because that would be very funny. But I think if
you're
it's like
really stepping on it.
sorry, I think if it's a serious offense like that though, like you have to have a public defender. So like they won't let you just go up there and give it your best shot by yourself because you're just going to get fucked by the law.
Public defender's not going to help you with internet issues.
Oh God, he's going to show up late, and yeah, no, public defender's just going to he's
Trashing
going to fucking
public defenders?
yeah, dude,
Yeah?
yeah,
You
They're
don't
mid.
support them? They're
They're
mid?
mid.
Well, I mean, yeah.
they're mid. They
Yeah.
show up when they want. They do their thing. They're employed by the state. They're not. It's not their client. They're not getting paid by the person that they're defending. But
Man, dude, these are good.
dude, and they fuck you up. I'm already buzzing.
Tastes like a soda.
Well, I got news for you. There's probably 3 shots of tequila in there, and there's a beer upside down in it. So,
Notice that.
yeah, they're great though. They're one of my favorites. 6 of them last night. Yeah, and I was playing video games with the fellas. It was not going well towards the end.
What game are you playing?
I was not shooting straight in Call of Duty.
Nice. Can we get a couple games after this? I want to play.
Sure. Definitely.
Nice.
Play whatever.
Nice. Yes.
For sure.
We're gaming
Play
later.
MVP 05 maybe, some MVP baseball. Get that back going. I got that on the TV right there hooked up. Play some
Yeah.
darts. Maybe we'll play chess again. After the Super
Can't
Bowl.
stay that. I can't
after
stay all night. Yeah.
After the Super Bowl, Paul stayed over, and we got very, very, very banged up, and we decided
It was
at
a
like
Super Bowl party, and then the game ended, And then within 5 minutes, everybody was gone, and it was just me and Mike, and I felt like kind of like a dweeb.
Why?
Being like, I'm staying.
Well,
I
you were
can't
hammered. You
get
did the right
home."
thing. Everyone else had a DD.
Yeah.
But-
I thought you were about to say a job.
Well, I mean, hey, I didn't go there. You have a job.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Maybe,
count.
maybe not your dream job, but that's all right. You'll get there.
Yeah.
But just real quick to wrap up the Super Bowl story. For some reason, at 1:30 in the morning, and both of us probably close to, I don't know, 25 drinks, decided to play chess, and you just bodied me 2
Yeah.
games in a row. So chess drunk is pretty
After
fucked up.
you like Mr. Miyagi'd me in
Ping
ping
pong?
pong for like 2 hours.
I have found out recently I'm kind of untouchable at ping pong. I was beating Jay up pretty good.
I beat you twice though.
Yeah, I let you win though.
No, you didn't.
They were like the last games, and I was kind of like,
You were getting hammered. Yeah, I was taking advantage of that.
That's bullshit.
I pinned down your weaknesses. See, I evened the playing field.
Look at this thing start to actually like drain. This is
Look
the
at that.
greatest.
Look at that scientific drink.
My God, dude,
That's crazy.
love it. I love it.
Yeah, but you did say I'm not exactly working my dream job right now. So the kid's been applying to a lot of jobs, and to celebrate the fact that Jack's not here, I think we're
Mhm.
both kind of excited about that. I thought I'd plan a topic,
Mhm.
and I was thinking we'd talk about jobs. I mean, what a funny thing those are, jobs.
Fucking jobs, dude.
We all do them pretty
Yep.
much.
Mm-hmm.
They suck ass.
Suck ass. But they pay the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, Mike, you're someone I feel like you haven't worked. Like, you really stick at a job. Like, you're not someone who like really bounces around much. Like,
It's funny because you say that in my like pre-professional career, my first job like in high school, out of high school, throughout college, I worked at the same place my entire life. But since or for that period of time, 7 years. But since then, I've actually had 3 different jobs out of college in totally different fields.
Yeah, but that's like over 6 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so I mean that's probably more than most. Most people, I mean, not most, but a lot of people, I don't know, find one job and stick to it.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it if you can get lucky enough. Although you don't know what other jobs are out there unless you do take chances. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, I get like, dude, it's like a year on the dot. Like every
get
job
sick of it, or
I've
you,
get,
like, just-
it's just like sick of it and just like I'm not doing enough.
Well, you also, you haven't found your dream job. Ideally, this thing pops off and this becomes our job.
Any day now. You
Any day
fucking
now. Yeah, honestly, if you
assholes
want this
start
kid to
listening.
smile, if you want to put a smile on his face, can
Yeah.
you please like give us some likes, subscriptions,
Yeah.
donate to Venmo? I mean, anything,
Yeah.
Get it back on
Fucking
his feet for God's
Buy a
sake.
T-shirt when we get them.
Yeah, buy merch. We're gonna get merch.
Oh, we should
hopefully.
talk about that tonight. I kind of just want to hang out. We can hang out and talk. We can talk.
We could just have the laptop and talk merch. This thing is fucking. I'm gonna be so whacked by the end of this episode. Holy shit.
But so that one job
Fuck
you
dry
worked.
January, dude. Anyway, go on.
Should we say the name of it? Does it matter? I don't
Joyce's?
know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
sub
you
shop,
did
just
it.
like a local mom and pop sub shop in my town. It was great. I was there for 7 years. I know what you're saying now. Like a lot of kids, I feel like in high school had like, you worked here for the summer, then you worked here for 6 months, then you worked here. I worked at Joyce's for 7 years straight. From 2015, I got the job, and I left it. What year is it? Maybe not 7 years. Maybe no. We graduated high school in 2012. I worked there from 2010 until 2017. That's right.
Yeah.
'Cause that was the year after I graduated college.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, just nothing like a small, like first job, sub shop type environment where like it's just hijinks and chaos. And I don't know. That's
Yeah,
like
that place was fun.
You grow up a lot in a place like that because you had older, management. And
I
stuff.
met my first girlfriend at this place because I would go hang out with Mike. He would make me food, and there was a
Charge him $1.
There was a Pac-Man machine.
1982 Miss Pac-Man. Yep.
And I would play that and scream in the store when I lost.
And it was hot apparently.
Yeah, and I fell in love.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah.
That Pac-Man machine, dude. So we had this.
Dude,
Miss
I would
Pac-
just like roll up to that place and like meet you out back, and then we'd smoke a joint like while you were working.
And then I would just ask like someone in the store to go to the liquor store behind and get me like 2 tall boys. And I was like 17. I'd be high and drunk and drive home. It was awesome.
For one time, I told you I was coming in, and I walked in, and you had a
That's
little
also not true.
roll of bread on my table with a candle in it,
Your
waiting
birthday?
for me.
Was your birthday?
No, you just did that.
Dude, I had to keep myself entertained somehow.
Yeah.
I would drink like, that's where I got my coffee addiction because, when you work at a place that makes coffee, you just drink it all day. I would probably have like 7 coffees a day. I was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
Just getting all rattled.
But
it
dude,
was great,
like
dude.
I've worked
was
so many jobs, and it's not like I'm just like
How many jobs? Over 10 jobs?
definitely over 10.
Over 20?
I feel like I'm probably around there.
20 different jobs?
But it's like a lot of it's because of the fact that I've been a contractor most of my career, so that's why. But also
Okay.
like, yeah, dude, it's kind of like, dude, it's funny. Because I've been thinking like, I don't know, this week because I really hit like the job search. It just caused some like reflecting. It's kind of why I wanted to talk about this. But just like I always like every job I've had, I've been like, fuck this. But I guess this is kind of like everything. But like then you move on, and I just like look back at all of them so fondly.
Well, there's always good. Like that's the thing. I feel like when you're in it,
Except for the church I worked at.
Well, that
one
was just crazy.
sucks.
That was also like a cult.
I should probably talk a little bit
You
about
should
that.
definitely bring up that
Yeah.
church. Yeah, for sure. But
So I was a sound guy at a church for like almost a whole year. And
you're obviously very religious.
dude, it's funny the whole time no one twice. I
Like,
think
by the way, are you a God guy or not? Oh, you're not.
twice
Okay.
I can remember someone asking me if I was religious.
I mean,
think they all kind of just knew and didn't want to bring it up.
Or I mean, you were at
He's
church,
going to hell.
so they probably figured like, hey, he's
Maybe.
at church, He
Yeah.
is, yeah. But give me that story when you had to do. Didn't you like have to travel one time to do like a church, like a meeting of like all these different ministers in like the Tennessee area?
No, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
please
a
give me
good
that story.
story. Good. So it was the Tennessee Baptist Convention. I was living in Tennessee at the time, and so the little federation of big Baptist churches get together for a little. It's like literally like a little festival.
But it's all like the higher ups in the church, right?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, the people
And,
who are really living it and breathing it.
So they had like this whole hearing, and then the rest of it was like concerts and like speaking events. This was like the one like sort of like like we got to get this out of the way. This is why we actually meet, but the rest is a celebration, basically.
Right, sure. Like the formality part of it.
One of the churches in Tennessee promoted a woman as like their pastor or something.
Nice.
Something they promoted a woman to a job, which in the Bible says it has to be a man. That's basically what I got. Dude, it's funny. There was like a debate part before it. Like people in the audience could stand
Was
up.
she there? Like,
No,
were they talking about her very blatantly to her face?
No,
Well, she's
no.
a fucking chick,
I
so
don't
there's
think
no
so.
shot she can do it.
Dude, I don't think so, dude. And I was operating a camera during this. I'm behind a camera, like moving it to different people.
Oh my god. Were you like almost so shocked that you couldn't even laugh, or were you like, this is fucking so funny and insane?
To be honest, dude, it was because like they did a bunch of other boring shit before this, so it was all just kind of going over my head. But I did catch like something serious was going on,
Right.
And they did explain it, so they were
Right.
like, but like
So you understood it, but like, yeah.
it was like I was like, oh shit, like it was that kind of moment, like, oh, we're talking about what now?
That is crazy. That yeah. I mean, we don't have to get into deep into the religious talk, but it is those really Old Testament-y type things and ideals are.
We'll do that. That's for another
Crazy.
episode. We should get deep into religion.
Yeah, I really want to hear Jack's thoughts on that. Actually, being a harbor master.
Yeah. So basically, they were putting it to a vote whether this church should be able to vote in the future. Basically,
Because they promote.
they were basically losing.
Well,
their,
cardinal sin. So, like, are we gonna burn them in hell? And or are we gonna?
Dude,
That's crazy.
Yeah. So they were voting.
Did they get the vote or no? Are they toast?
So let me get to it. So it was like a little debate aspect, and it was like 4 or 5 people stood up and were like, making the kind of like the obvious argument, like, I mean, come on, like it's 2017 or whenever it was, like things are different, like
Right.
pointing out other things that have changed in the church, and like 4 of those people went up.
And then the main guy was like, "All right, they're getting their rights revoked as well."
Dude,
Like,
and
they're
just
done.
like just hearing it. Okay, so then one person stood up against it, and we basically made like the standard slippery slope argument, like if we do this, what's next? Like
Yeah.
a gay
Gays
person
getting married? Yeah. What, are you kidding me?
Exactly like that. But dude, that whole that whole time, it just seemed because like the only people who stood up were like saying no, they should be able to keep their vote. And then they took the vote, and I mean,
Please give me like a 99-1.
It lost like 90-13.
Oh God, really? So like it's like, well, they're done, and like that church
Like
is now-
complete silent majority aspect. Like none of them wanted to go up and talk, and then they just.
I wonder how
shot
much of it
down.
was that. Not to like speculate about this church vote of 2017. That means nothing to you and I, but like. I wonder how much was just like fear of like, well, if we vote for them, then they might kick us out next kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's funny. Good for you for
Yeah.
being there. Of all people that I would want to hear that story from, it is you. I gotta say that. Like, that's just,
Dude,
you're the perfect person to be there. For
I
that
mean,
situation.
I obviously disagree with that, but like, I don't know, I guess this isn't great, but like,
Oh boy, here we go.
something like that, like always kind of like makes me laugh.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
know
you
what I
can
mean?
laugh
It's
at like. It's not even like a tragedy, but you can laugh at things that are so archaic and like dumb, but like
Yeah, it's dumb.
it's not
but
even getting
funny.
political or religious into it. Like, it's just you're just laughing at something like, and what was it? It wasn't even something big. It was probably like, yeah, she's going to be the treasurer of the church. Now, well, she's a chick, so there's no way. And now they have no votes ever again.
No,
Sorry, bye.
she has boobs, so no.
Yeah, no, she menstruates. There's no shot in hell she's collecting the money.
Yeah, I did.
She cannot tithe, dude.
During that job, I did sound for a Shrek musical that was put on by kids.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it really, really bad or good?
It was bad. It was bad.
Did you laugh though? Like, was it funny?
Dude, it was funny because it was almost like that episode of It's Always Sunny when they have a beauty pageant in the bar.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, I could like completely see like the girl who was the lead was like the popular girl, and then like the kid who played Donkey was like a total dweeb.
Oh my
and like nobody, I could tell the kids all hated him.
Oh my
And
God,
then,
that's so sad, dude.
At the performance,
Perfect casting, honestly. Perfect casting, dude.
And at the performance, I could see, like, I could tell who his parents were. And
Were they
it
so
was
happy
just
for
like,
him?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so adorable, dude. You know what I was thinking? And like, it's maybe not crazy, but maybe it is. Maybe it's not. We don't know anybody that did like theater when we were younger, did we? Like, we were never in any plays or
We would
any
never hang
theater.
out with them. No.
Yeah, which like sounds like, I don't know. I find that weird that like, I don't know, maybe not, but I didn't know anyone in theater or anything like
It's
that.
a little different, but that kind of reminds me of. You remember? First of all, I feel like probably not. You're not a big like documentary guy, right?
I tried to be. I just don't.
Did you see
I tried to be,
the
but-
one on Netflix? It was called "The Most Hated Man on the Internet."
Yeah, he was the one that was like calling up like McDonald's and like complaining about their employees or something like that. Is that right or no?
Is that a joke?
No, I thought it was. No, I guess not. Who was it? What was it?
So, no. So his name was Hunter something. I can't remember his name, but he's basically the guy who like started revenge porn on the internet.
Yeah, I thought he like didn't it open it up? Didn't the documentary open up with the guy like a McDonald's manager talking to like one of his employees, and it was because some guy called and was like complaining about something and saying like threatening that like revenge porn type thing. I could have swore I saw this. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
No, I don't remember that. But anyways,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
I bring this up because remember like the scene, the like being seen, like it was like almost like an evolution of like emo or goth.
Oh yes. Yep.
Scene kids.
Yep. Scene kids. Sure.
So I was watching that, and like that happened. That like starts like in that like
time.
the 2009, 2010 when that
Right.
was like still
like
a
when
big
we were
thing.
freshmen in high school. Yeah.
Yeah, and like he's that, and just like seeing all those kids because we kind of made fun of those kids a lot.
Was it nostalgic to you, and you were just like, "Oh shit"? and, like, it
Well,
brought
I
you
was
back
just
almost?
like, I mean, to be honest, I was like, you know what, making fun of those kids aged pretty well.
"Yeah, oh, for sure."
Like,
Oh,
dude,
because he was a scene kid. Yeah, like we hit the nail on the head. This guy's a
yeah,
fuck up.
they
Like,
were
fuck this
terrible.
guy.
Like, that was,
Yeah.
I don't feel bad about that.
No.
And dude, just like look at those, like,
Is that like
just-
the XD RAR people? You know, like RAWR. They would comment that shit on posts and stuff.
no.
No.
What are you?
I'm thinking
saying?
emo.
Are
I
you
don't
just,
know.
Like, what are you talking about? You
don't
keep
know.
saying things. I have no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not doing.
But,
you gotta live in my
but
head
you-
to understand.
What was I about to say? But yeah, I mean, good on us for making fun of those kids. We did good.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck that kid.
Yeah,
Maybe I gotta. I'm thinking of something totally.
But like, oh, what I was
totally
about to say was, dude, like, I guess I get older, you know, you get a better understanding. Like, imagine like your son was like dressing like that, like completely like straight, like black hair down to his eyes, and he was getting gauges and like piercing
Yeah.
his lip. Like, you'd have to be like, wow, what the
A lot of those kids are doing tattoos nowadays. Most tattoo artists have gauges and lip piercings and stuff
Yeah,
like
I know.
that.
I mean, I still know some people with gauges. I think they're pretty ridiculous, but
Although, dude, who knows? Like, there's always. I feel like in high school too, you can always look back and say like this group was like, Jesus, what were they doing? But like, everyone has their quirks. Like even like the jocks, like cocky kids, or like everyone's arrogant, or they're like everyone's got quirks. You're right. Seeing kids though, I don't know.
we nailed it.
I'm scared to see what type of fuck shit's going on when we have kids.
Yeah.
I was watching Back to the Future 2 today, and some of like that swag and the drip that the kids in the future have is sick. And we missed on that because it's set in 2015, and it's like people were not that cool in 2015.
Wow,
So
right.
hopefully
Yeah,
that
it's
does.
2015. Yeah.
That's what's crazy, dude. About
The cars
like,
are like flying and shit.
yeah, and he's got like self-adjusting pants and shoes. He throws on his Nike shoes, and they like self-tie and like adjust to his foot. They're so fucking sick. And what do we have? Nothing.
Smartphones.
Seeing kids, smartphones, battery life that dies. It's the worst.
Yeah.
Maybe flying cars are around the corner. Although electric cars seem to be like the Tesla, I feel like is getting horrible rep and press all the time now for like just driving people into accidents. Like it's killing people rapidly.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
I've seen a bunch of stories recently, and this could just be obviously like the mainstream media picking up on the worst of things, but it's been under fire for a lot of
The mainstream media.
well, you know how
The
it goes.
lamestream media.
Yeah, the lamestream
Yeah,
media is more
fake
like
news,
those
dude.
fucking pieces of whatever. But no, like a lot of them, I guess I've seen a bunch of stories in California of Teslas just straight up like when they're in self-driving mode. Which, first of all, if you're just buying a car and just right away being like, all right, this thing's good to go, I'll just doze off. Like you're kind of dumb because this is new technology. Yeah, if you're having a spank mid trip, but they're crashing and people are dying and that is kind of fucked up and scary. So they're getting crushed for it.
I can't afford one, so I'm good.
Dude, fuck them too. Like, what happens if it's like imagine driving somewhere and you're like, oh, I'm running out of battery, and it's like there's no.
Yeah,
Imagine driving somewhere and running out of gas, and it's like, oh, there's no gas stations anywhere. I guess I'm just fucked. Like that doesn't happen. There's gas stations everywhere.
Yeah.
Charging ports not everywhere. You have to plan your trip around like where am I going to stop for the next charge. That's a dumb way to drive.
I don't know. I'm not super informed on this issue, but like, isn't it like they are so like not good for the environment at all? Like, don't they like burn coal in order to make them?
I'm sure that there is for sure.
Suck it, Matt.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Matt. His birthday's in a couple days. My brother. Yep. Happy birthday.
All right, but I want to circle back to that job thing a little bit because so you never really worked in like a bar, like typical like
No.
shitty restaurant
No,
job.
I wish I did too. Like, I'm happy that I talk to Jay about this all the time because obviously at Barnacle Bill's, he kind of had a similar Joyce's story to me. But Barnacle Bill's, one of my good friends worked at a restaurant, had a bar, and like working at a place with a bar when you're underage is kind of the dream because people usually fucking hook you up. Like your wait staff will like take care of you. The place closes, you're allowed to have a beer or a shot with them. Like
I was just thinking of like the social aspect, like behind the scenes of like people like like not liking each other, the cliques that form, like people banging each other.
that's true. I mean, we Joyce's didn't. Joyce's had its flings and everything like
I
that.
want to.
but-
When I worked at that comedy club, there were these two waitresses, and like I saw from like I don't know, they just like caught my attention. Like I was just like watching the show at the time, and I saw it looked like completely innocent like conversation, and I forget what they were doing that caught my attention.
And all of a sudden they were just making out.
I wish, but
damn.
so I think they caught my attention for some reason. I walk up, and for whatever I looked at what they were doing, and I said, "Hey, what game is this?" And they just started fighting, like
Like
girl
fist
fight,
fighting.
like a girl fight just broke out.
When you just went into like just to like talk.
Like imagine
That is
yeah.
so funny.
I said, "Hey, what game is this?"
Jesus. Did you think they were fucking around at first? Were you like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and then
it
was
looked
like, oh,
complete.
fuck.
It
Like,
looked like completely innocent, and it just blew up in an instant. I was like, "Oh my god!"
did you like get between them? Or did you cheer? Did you pick a side and just cheer?
No,
one
it
on?
was like there were like other people there, so they like I think they knew that tensions were high before I even walked up. So like,
It's so funny. You were just the innocent catalyst. Like, hey, what are we doing here? Boom. Just like someone gets fucking cross-checked.
dude, and of course the girl who started it got fired, and then the other girl immediately just burst into tears.
Like on the spot, they got fired. Like they broke it up, and it's like, get out, you're fired, you're done.
I think it was at the end of the night, and then I saw her. She got fired, and like so we'd all like kind of like when everything was over, we'd get like a shift drink, and we'd all like hang out at the bar. She walked up And like we all knew it was happening. Like obviously you just tried to fight one of your employees. You're getting fired.
Yeah, you're done.
I don't think she was expecting it for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, because she like walked out.
I wonder
like,
what her side. Did you ever get
when,
her sides? Of the
like
story?
she didn't leave right away, and like she had like that just like shocked like that look on your face of just like your mind is clearly you're like not present at all.
Right.
Like that just like locked in look.
Yeah.
And then somebody finally walked over and was like, "Hey, how'd it go?" And she goes, "He fired me." And then she started crying, and then she did like the whole "I'm going to kill myself" type thing.
Oh, great.
I was like, "Girl, you just tried to fight someone."
Did you ever get like the backstory of like what caused it? What was the reason?
It was stupid.
Like, was there like she justified in her
like,
thinking of like did something happen that like provoked her to fight?
It was like work shit. Like she stole her tables or something like that.
Okay, so like she had a reason, but she shouldn't have done anything about it in terms of fighting. She maybe got slighted, but it doesn't mean that you throw a haymaker at your coworker.
And also, this reminds me.
What game are we playing? I fucking love that. I love that.
Also, this reminds me. I love this story. One of the girls in that fight. This is completely unrelated, but she's pretty damn hot.
Nice, dude.
And
nice.
At one point, I got wind that she had an OnlyFans.
Damn.
So I went.
How much you spend on it?
I went digging. I found her Instagram, and then it was an OnlyFans link, and then it just said, "Healthcare is a right."
That was her OnlyFans?
No, like that.
That was also on her Instagram.
Her Instagram bio was an OnlyFans link, and then healthcare is a right.
That honestly matches up perfectly. That's exactly.
That's so funny
like
to me.
Free spirit and free this. Everyone deserves universal health. Yeah, no, that matches. That checks out. So did that turn you off? To the
watch me fist myself. And
also, everyone deserves free healthcare.
Yeah.
I mean, good for her for having her stances. But
Dude.
so did that like headline turn you off to like? Did you say fuck this and not click her OnlyFans, or were you like, well,
no, dude, I wasn't. This was pre-pandemic. I wasn't balling on the OnlyFans yet.
Damn, dude. Do you think you missed out? Do you think there was some good stuff there?
No.
Should we find it?
She was out of her mind.
Should we find it?
Yeah,
should you?
We should look at. We could look into it.
All right, cool.
After this,
cool. Huge Manhood After Dark. The TVMA podcast. We're just perusing OnlyFans after probably the biggest Coronitas on the East Coast currently. This is probably the biggest Coronitas on the East Coast right now.
Yeah.
I also jammed another beer in there.
That's your second beer?
Yeah, dude.
How'd you do that without me noticing?
I'm fucking slick with it.
Wow. But
Oh, see, this is why I know you're a little bit yellow behind the ears with it. Once you get to a point that it's low, you gotta pop that top.
Oh, I gotta pop the top off.
Oh shit! Look at that, standing straight up.
Wow.
It's impressive technology. Man, dude, I'm never giving up drinking.
Yeah, dude, do they have this in Back to the Future too?
They might have six shoes and shirts and flying cars and hoverboards. They don't have that technology. Man, I love Back to the Future. What a great fucking series.
Yeah.
Biff Tannen. That's where the word Biff came from, dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm privy. I've never saw the third one.
It's great. It's Biff's great grandpa named Buford Tannen. It's so good, dude. It's the Wild West. You gotta watch it. Maybe we'll watch it later.
All right, but going back to the jobs theme, the theme of the episode.
We keep rolling off the sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
it's a me thing. It's not a you thing.
No, it's fine. But yeah, isn't that interesting? That I just brought up OnlyFans. Like, if you're a chick now, you have a huge ass. Like, you can that's a job.
But having
a huge ass is literally like an occupation.
But there is I feel like you do have to take a step in like the direction of then like I am like once you cross that line, like you will forever cross that line. Like you can go back and like recreate, but like if your stuff's out there, it's out there. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's you have to make a moral decision at some point. I know like everything is about like you have the right to.
OnlyFans is immoral.
No, not immoral, but it's what's the word I'm looking for? It's like once you get past a certain
you're saying
point
like you do that
putting your shit out there, like you can then like bring it back and get a regular job, but like that shit might pop back up, and it's kind of like that was that decision I made back in the day. I thought it was a good. I'm not.
Yeah, but there's also like this weird cultural acceptance of it, kind of.
No, there totally is, but. Again, once shit's out there, you know how it goes. Like once it's out there, it's out there. So like, who knows if the cultural, the way that we look at things swings back in a couple decades or a decade, and it's like, oh yeah, well that's
go to jail.
All of the internet. Not go to jail, but it's like, oh yeah, I can see every single part of your body if I want to.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, it's weird. But it is. I mean, God bless him, dude. For
Hey
really
man, I
make
talked the
all that
girl
money.
out of doing OnlyFans once.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you do that?
I said, because I mean, it's the
God bless you. Good for you.
obvious decision. Dude, so
She came to you for like, I'm gonna like, what do you think? I'm gonna do it, and you were like,
No, it wasn't like that. I just remembered another one.
damn, dude, you should probably.
I need a business card.
That's so funny too, man. You know what? Let's see if you can't get another one talked out in the next 2 months. I'll give you $10 if you do it.
I need to start.
That's your homework. If you can tell me like in the next 2 months that you got one more person to like
So now,
come off the
with this business, because I need to.
with this
My customers would be
my clientele.
my clients.
Like you wouldn't be customers. You're serving them. You would be like an agent. You would have to keep them off.
Yeah, but my clients would probably be like the parents of these hoes.
Is that who you've been? Have you talked to parents about?
No, but I mean, like, why would somebody?
It's happened twice already.
No one's gonna be thinking about OnlyFans. Like, should I hire someone to hear about this decision?
Oh, I understand. Okay, sure.
So it would have to be the
from a
people.
business sense.
Yeah,
You have to get to the people closest to them.
Yeah, who don't want
To
them
coach
do
them
that.
how to like, hey, this is how you don't have your daughter show her asshole on
Yeah.
the internet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, are you going to be are you going to knock on doors with a briefcase and a hat and say, hey, my name's Paul, I'm just,
I was
This
thinking
is
more
what
like
I'm
a
selling.
billboard.
Nice.
you were someone you
Is it just
know
you in a
has
suit
been
like
affected
this?
by OnlyFans.
It's you in a suit like this, and it just says that next to it.
Know someone doing OnlyFans?
Or who was thinking
They
about
shouldn't.
OnlyFans? Yeah.
Call me.
Call me. I'll talk them off the ledge.
Yeah, I'll talk.
So what's your biggest
I'll talk
pitch?
them off the webcam.
Yeah, I'll talk them off the cam.
Off the cam.
Incognito only. So what was how did you go, is there like a quick story on how you got both these girls? Like how did the conversation, were they like thinking about starting it and you were like, I don't think you should, pretty much?
Yeah, so the first one was saying, like, it wasn't. Basically, I knew a girl in college who did that stuff, like even before OnlyFans. She was on like the early stuff, and she still does it today. It's like, looks like she's doing pretty well.
God bless her.
But
dude.
anyways,
Power to her.
and then this girl who I was friends with talked to this girlfriend of mine about it and was basically like, you could like do pretty well type thing. And then I guess it like blossomed in her mind a little bit.
Okay.
And then she like, it was one time we were
A
hanging
seed was
out.
planted. And
Yeah,
it was
and
beginning
she
to grow.
like told me, she's like, I think I'm gonna do it. And I was like, you sure? And then we kept talking about, I was like, your mom's probably gonna find it, right?
Yeah.
And
So that was the big kick of the parents thing?
yeah.
I feel like too with something like that, like a big decision like that, because obviously it is a big decision. It's a big like I said, once you're over that threshold, you're in that world. Like you can retract, but like it's out there. I don't know how it works in terms of like wiping an account or anything or how that shit works, but I feel like people want a yes from a third party. But on the flip side, when you give them a no, that's almost the same thing as like they want to do it and they want that yes, but if someone's like, I would not do it, it's like, you're right, I probably shouldn't do it. And it's like that. It's that simple almost. You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just want, like, I do it all the time. Well, it's separate. It's not OnlyFans, but when I'm fucked up or I want to buy something, I just need one person to be like, you should totally buy that. I'm like, done. It's here.
Yeah.
It's already ordered. I'm just dumb like that.
Yeah. So
But
you're
if
saying
people
I
are
did
like,
that-
I would not buy that, don't be an idiot. It's like, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't probably do that.
Yeah.
That would be very stupid of me.
Yeah.
So I think it's, people just want to hear like yes from a third party to be able to not point a finger, but be like, well, I don't know. I talked about it with Paul and he thought it was a good idea, even though you were just like, the conversation was like, sure, I don't know. I don't care.
OnlyFans kills.
Yeah, OnlyFans kills.
But dude, it's also like
Imagine OnlyFans, the website, when you first made an account was like the back of cigarettes. Like, and it shows like a burnt lung and it's like OnlyFans, which it just shows like
a
herpes.
gaped asshole.
Yeah, or like an asshole with like a wine bottle. in
Permanently
it.
stuck like this.
Yeah. It's like really bad crabs or something. It's like, remember, this is what your future holds.
But it's just like, it's funny because I think like there are people out there. Like I think like porn and all that stuff, like, I don't know, some people are like, like super sexual,
And some people are very cool with their body and
and like
they
can
like
handle
wanna put it out
that,
there,
and
yeah.
they're into like crazy sex that we kind of like think isn't good for someone. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like,
100%.
yeah,
Like aggressive or whatever. it
yeah,
might be.
and some people are into that, but
Right.
like, so I think there are people that can do that and like would be good at it, would enjoy it, yada yada yada. But I just feel like none of them who actually do it are.
I don't know really what OnlyFans content is like because I'm being honest here, I've never been on it. For better or for worse, I just never have been on it. But like it's almost, I think, like porn stars or porn stars leave that stuff to the porn stars kind of thing. I don't know. Like people chose
like,
that direction and like fully went for it again. Like once you dive in, you're in. I don't know. I just feel like what if you post the first thing and people were just fucking hating on you? You're making no money and it's like, well, I'm now naked on the internet and I didn't even get $1 for it. Or like I got bad backlash. Or like these people are fucking weirdos and they know where I live. I don't know. It's a fucked up world we live in, dude.
It's like just like we know how like getting this thing off the ground. Like it's like we tell the people we know, and then it's just like
how do you start OnlyFans? Like, hey, throw me a bone here, throw me fives, and you can see my nipples.
Just like the first couple streams, just like.
Imagine like girlfriends of ours, like friends that are females coming up to us and being like, hey, you got an OnlyFans, throw me $5. You guys can see me naked. Like, you always want to.
Healthcare's a right.
Jesus Christ. Like, no, I'm, what the fuck are we talking about here? Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I don't know.
But I mean, it's like the super.
Dude, what a scam who started OnlyFans? Like, what a fucking. It's like, I got all these pictures of naked chicks now, and I'm getting cash for it.
Yeah.
I wonder if his name is like Jim OnlyFan. But it is crazy. It really did take off during COVID.
Tim Stokely,
horniest man in history,
alongside his older brother. Family business. With,
let's see a picture of him. I forget he's a bald motherfucker.
Yeah, looks the part.
Fuck that guy. He looks weird, dude. He looks like he got something wrong with him. He looks like the horniest man of all time.
Your average like finance bro.
Yeah, but he looks way too horny. His eyes are fucked up. They're like, there's something about that. I don't like that. Well, God bless him. He's probably rich as shit.
Yep. But you're saying you don't know what it's like trying to like explain to someone like it's like the such fake like acting where it's like they pretend like your friend like thanks Jason 1945.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I've watched plenty of Twitch and like I know it's not
just
OnlyFans,
like that,
but it's like thanks
it's just
for the
they
sub,
have nipple
like,
clamps on.
It's kind of great. I might be on OnlyFans tonight, honestly. That's so funny. Jesus. Yeah. I have heard that, like, and this is where, like, I mean, listen, if this is what some guys need, God bless them too, whatever, but, like, where girls will go on OnlyFans, not even post anything provocative, but just, like, basically sex guys for money.
Yeah,
let these guys just talk to them one-on-one and say all the weird shit they want, and the girls will just play along. Obviously, there's, like, really no harm on either side because they don't act on it, and they'll get $25 for it, and if that's what a dude needs, God bless him, I guess. But
you know about pay pigs?
Is that the same, like you would pay somebody to, like we were doing with Feet Finder?
Similar. Pay pigs are the people who are like...
Wait, pay pigs or
they're
pigs?
Called pay pigs.
Okay.
They're like the people who
Is that a derogatory term for simps that are paying money to OnlyFans?
No, but they're the people who like get off like on humiliation and stuff.
Ah, yeah, that's...
And they're like...
crazy that there's that many of them.
Yeah, and the girls are like, send me $1,000, you fucking loser.
Or like, I've heard, like, won't they send a dick pic? They're like, your dick is disgusting and tiny. And he's like, oh, fuck yeah. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Shit. Imagine like working with someone and not knowing that they're like that. There's a normal guy, and then you find out that like, oh, that's what you're into.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably do. Fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Merrill, dude, in that call center. Whew.
Yeah, call center job.
Most of the people I was friendly with were normal, cool people, but I'm sure that there was some people for sure.
Yeah.
Shit. So safe to say, your daughter will not be doing OnlyFans. You'll talk her off.
Absolutely not.
Smart. Good parenting.
Thanks. I do my best.
I really do, dude. I wonder. So many things came out of like COVID and like they sparked. I feel like OnlyFans is one of them. I just wonder, not that we're gonna have another pandemic, but like what is the world gonna be looking like in 20 years when we have kids who are teenagers? It scares me, dude. It scares me.
Banging their robots and stuff.
No, I'll be banging a robot.
It's your robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 more weeks until daylight savings, the last one ever.
Wow.
Can you believe that? I'm having a party for it.
Last daylight savings?
It's the last daylight savings. That's actually like a massive, massive thing that's going to happen in our lifetimes.
Daylight savings?
You know that this is like when I say it's the last one, like
yes,
it's gone. So like it's never going to be getting dark at 4:30 again in our lives. Like in the winter, our whole lives that we lived 28 years.
Are you sure that's what that means?
You know, like we're springing ahead. So obviously, it gets like dark later in the summer.
Yeah.
We're never going to do the fall back anymore. So, like, we won't lose that hour where, you know, from fucking November until January, it gets dark between 4:30 and 5:30. Our kids will grow up in a sunny world and not realize, like, you know, your daddy had seasonal depression and it got dark at 4:45. You know how tough that was?
You know that, like, that 1 hour, like, think about it, like, in, like, the course of a year.
Sure.
But, like, when we do that and we lose an hour, there's a noticeable spike in, like, sleep deprived, like, more, like, car accidents are up, Alzheimer's go up, heart attacks go up, like, noticeably from that 1 hour. And then when we get the hour, they noticeably dip.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah.
Well, then good. Get rid of it. What the fuck have we been doing, dude? Like, what's the point of it getting dark at 4:30 December 21st?
Yeah, fuck daylight savings.
Fuck daylight
dude.
savings. All my
Fuck
homies hate daylight savings. Fuck daylight savings.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're throwing a massive party for it. We get to, what do you do, spring forward?
Actually?
I don't know. You want to just come over and get drunk? We'll just watch 1 o'clock turn to 3 o'clock, and that'll be it for the rest of our lives. It'll never happen again. We time travel. Well, you and I have, I'm going to tell my kids, oh yeah, I've time traveled 56 times. Twice a year for 28 years.
For an hour.
I time traveled. I went back in time, and then I went forward in time 28 times each.
Yeah.
What have you done, kid? Nothing, you idiot. Now go back to your not OnlyFans. I don't know.
Yeah. Go back to your fucking only robots.
Go back to your Roblox and
go back
take
to your
Daddy's
AI
credit.
porn and go play Minecraft.
Yeah, Minecraft is lit, dude. Minecraft is lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a fun game. It's like peaceful, you don't think? No daylight savings in Minecraft either.
No?
No.
Look how good it works in that.
Huh?
I said, look how good it works in that.
That's what I've been saying. Been banging on my table about this for years, dude.
I don't know, dude. What about the farmers?
In Minecraft?
No, isn't daylight savings for farmers?
Oh, I think they said that, but who farms anymore?
Some people.
Yeah, I don't think that they mind. I also don't get it because daylight saving, like when I feel you don't get more time in the morning. It's still dark as fuck in the morning.
I don't know.
I think it's a big scam, and we've all been just conned for.
Damn, dude. I just know that sick painting of that turtle you have.
I made that in 5th grade.
Would you mind grabbing that for me?
Sure. I might fall over when I stand up. This Coronitas.
Why isn't this hanging in your house?
My dad just dropped it off recently.
You needed storage?
When me and Paul cut out on the video because I fucked up and I don't have any storage.
I mean, this thing will be back. We'll do something with
See
this.
on the back side of it says the date. Mike. I think you made one of these too. I think we made this in 5th grade. We were in 4th and 5th grade together, so.
Dude, I remember.
That looks like a fucking 1st or 2nd grade type deal, though. Actually.
The head is just amazing. No mouth, huh?
Not,
you want
dude.
to feel the material?
Guess not. Well, shit.
All right, yeah, that's kind of. I mean, is there anything else you want to touch before I say we just sign off here?
No, it was good. It was good.
All right,
2-man pod. We do
All
what
right,
we do.
yeah. Let us know in the comments if you think we should fire Jack. If you like this episode more.
Yeah, or if you want to see if I could drink even more Corona
Yeah.
this next time.
Although,
man.
Like, subscribe, finger your butt.
Venmo. I'll take Venmo.
Yeah, leave a comment.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, do that. Look out for the T-shirts that are coming.
Yep.
I wish we had more stuff to
maybe
talk
hats
about.
or maybe
Yeah.
sweatshirts. Also, like we got St. Patrick's Day coming up. We'll try to do something for that.
Yeah, sure.
We should be doing some good episodes coming up.
I thought this was a good one, just you and me.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good stuff. And maybe soon, too, we'll have some guests on. I feel like we're at that point where people have been asking friends that have some good stories that we'd rather them tell it than us, recant those stories.
Yeah, I'm going to try and make an intro eventually.
Yeah.
I thought I would have one by now, and I don't know how soon it's going to be, but I'm going to try.
We're doing the best we can, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, huge manhood to the moon.
Huge manhood to the moon.
Kiss my ass.
I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. to make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime, and I want to spend some time with you, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us, building castles in the sky, just the two of us, you and I. We look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is, and it don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. We gotta go for all we know, just the two of us. We can make it if we try, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. I hear the crystal raindrops fall on the window down the hall, and it becomes the morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the morning sun, I want to be the one with you, just the two of us.